Whiz Junior. My name is Angela Park.
Welcome everyone, my name is SJ Lee. Now Angela, there's a saying, Koreans don't just go on trips, it's actually the prospects of a trip that actually gets them on their feet.
That's right, and let's try to apply that here on Quiz Whiz Junior because every week we have the excitement of exploring the unknown for this incredible journey into knowledge, right?
That's right, and I'm pretty sure all of our participants from 4 different schools and 16 contestants in total, they are full of knowledge, and we'll find out if they really do have all that knowledge they need to win Quiz Whiz Junior. And speaking of which, it is now time to introduce to you our contestants. And of course, first up, we have Team Warriors from Hanil Elementary School with Seobin, Seoyun, Daeun, and Chanhee.
Seobin, Seoyun, Daeun, Chanhee. We are Hanil Warriors!
Next, we have Team Double G from Seoul Jamshin Elementary with Seungjun, Jihyung, Hansong, and Wonjun.
We win good game!
All right, next up, our third team here from Seoul's Jamdong Elementary School, this time with Team Smarties with Seoyoung, Hyunjae, Siwon, and Lahae.
We are the smartest Smarties!
And finally, hailing from Taegang Sahmyook Elementary, this is Team Beam with Taesol, Jaehyun, Jung, and Hanho.
B-E-E-M. Beam fighting!
All right, it seems like they certainly are full of energy this time, and they're gonna need all that with all the rounds that we have in store for all of you right now. Speaking of which, let's jump right into round 1 with Go Go Go! Now let's jump right into round 1 of Quiz Whiz Junior. This is Go Go Go, where timing is everything, where we have one clue maker who's going to give out the clues out there, and the 3 other classmates or participants will try to figure out what word we're looking for here.
That's right, 60 seconds is all each team has. Now, before we started the show, we had our 4 teams draw letters out of Q, U, I, Z to determine the order that they're going to go in.
That's right, and of course, going up first with the letter Q, the Warriors. So come on up.
We have our first team, Warriors, and they are standing by ready. I do believe Chani is our clue giver, right?
That's right.
So, Chani, if you are ready, let's take you into our 60 seconds.
Oh, we cook in this room.
Kitchen.
Food? No. Feet? No. Frontal food.
Toe.
Like this.
Wink.
Oh, we have to deliver the letter. We have to go there.
House.
No. Deliver the letter.
Post office.
Less than 30 seconds.
Oh, my is radio DJ and Daeun's is deck doctor.
Father.
No.
Mother.
Piss. Oh, it's meat, our Korean food.
불고기.
Oh, this is like a KTX.
Ooh, so close, but no cigar on that last one.
That's right, but still 5 words. Good job, guys. You guys can go back.
And next, we have the second team to go. They picked the letter U, Double G. Let's welcome you to the front, please.
Well, they picked the letter U. They're going second, Double G, and it's led by Jihyung, who's going to be our clue giver. So let's give him 60 seconds. Let's go, go, go.
So when water is put in cold temperatures, it becomes
Ice.
a carrot is an example of a
Fruit. Vegetable.
it's the meal that you eat before lunch.
Breakfast.
I am speaking what language right now?
English.
Pass. This is in the sky and it's white.
Cloud.
You go to here to get help from a doctor.
Hospital.
This is a Korean martial art.
Pass.
You can make pigs into this and eat them. It's like this big.
Pass.
Ah, that was some of the most intense clue giving. Did you notice their postures the entire time? They were just like this.
Did you also notice some of the interesting clues they gave out? I never knew sausages were that big, but... I have a question though. Double G is like an interesting team name. Where did Double G come from? That sounds very hip-hop.
It stands for good game.
Oh, like when you're playing a
Ooh.
game, you go GG, game over? Is
Who does that?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Well, good job, guys. It's not game over just yet, but you were able to get 6 words worth 120 points.
All right, great job. Let's send Double G back up and our next team, Beam, down to the front. We have our third team. We have Beam standing by ready. And out of Beam, we have Tesor, who's going to be giving the clues. So, Tesor, I understand Beam is all of your initials, right?
Yes.
And who determined the order?
Jaeyeon did.
Cheon
Why couldn't it be Meeb?
or Mebe?
That would have been pretty cool, right? But instead it's Beam, which sounds pretty cool, like laser kind of, right? Well, here's the thing, Beam. Hope you guys can get as many words as possible here. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's go, go, go.
This is an kind of animal that flies.
Bird.
This is a country that fought a war with America. It's small.
Vietnam.
Yes.
No, that's not the answer.
Vietnam.
Not the answer.
Skip. So this is meat made of pig.
Sausage.
No, it's just meat.
Pork.
This is a kind of instrument that you, with sticks, you sing.
Drum.
Yes. This is like not now but not past.
Future.
Like Superman.
Hero.
You have the dates on.
All right, first up, poor pigs.
Yeah,
There's a lot of pigs and dying pigs or food pigs in our show today.
that's right. Not sausage time, it was pork. But
That's right.
I think our clue giver mistaken vitamin for Vietnam.
That's right, an honest mistake.
That's right. But still, you guys were able to get 5 words worth 100 points. You guys did a very good job. So let's now switch places and invite our next team.
And now it's Smarty's turn to see how many words they can get. They've selected the letter Z. Let's welcome them.
Last but not least, they chose the letter Z. This is Team Smarties led by our clue giver, Rahe. So let's put 60 seconds on the clock. Let's go, go, go.
When your parents go to this place, they sit on a computer and then they do this. No, they like home, like when you get your home. This is a animal that has a long trunk, and it's gray.
Elephant.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
so like pass.
Count.
Like we are like
Children.
no, like pass. When we wear something and we put this around our waist and buckle it.
Oh, that's all the time we have.
Yes, good effort on the part of Smarties, but yes.
Yeah. I mean, Hyunja, technically, after 4 is 5.
Yeah, it's logical, right?
But the answer was number, right?
Yes, Smarties, good effort there. Don't worry, plenty of time to catch up later on in our show. Let's bring Smarties back to their stand, please.
All right, that was quite an interesting first round of Quiz Whiz Junior. And before we do move on to the next round, it's time to take a look at the score so far.
All right, so in first place, Double G. Good game indeed so far. We have them at 120 points, and just a slightly behind that, we have two teams tied, Warriors and Beam with 100 points, and Smarties with 20 points.
That's right, but there's so many different games and so many points to win in the rest of the way. Speaking of which, let's jump right into round 2. This is True or False.
And moving into round 2, we have a true or false. Pretty self-explanatory. We give out 5 statements. If you think it's true, you press the O. If you think it's false, you press the X.
That's right, 50-50, but at times, some of these are very, very tricky. So think carefully, listen carefully. Let's jump right into our first true or false statement.
Mercury is the planet with the highest temperature in the solar system.
All right, a lot of discussion going on right now. Now, you have 3 seconds, X or O.
Press it right now. Okay, so Double G thinking that that statement was true, while all the remaining 3 teams thought it was false.
That's right, so the answer, please. It is false. Now, Venus is actually the hottest planet in the solar system with an average surface temperature of 470 degrees Celsius, and it has to do with the fact that all the heat gets trapped because of the gas that they have.
Right. I mean, I think Double G, fair enough, because Mercury is the closest to the sun, right? Okay, here's our second one.
England was the first country to allow women to vote.
Some world history question here. Is it true or false? 3 seconds. Get your answers in now.
All right, once again, it's 3-1. Warriors Double G Smarty saying this is true, while Beam is on the false side. Here's the answer.
It's false.
Very good to Beam.
That's right. New Zealand actually became the first country to allow women's suffrage back in 1893.
Leading the way there.
That's right.
All right, moving on to statement number 3.
Cows are colorblind.
Cows, are they colorblind? True or false? Let's get your answers in. 3 seconds on the clock.
All on the same page. Ashley, do you have a guess for this one too?
I actually know the answer
Oh,
to this.
really? What is the answer?
I believe the answer is true, right? That's right.
Very good. Cows are indeed colorblind. Now, that brought up all 4 teams up a notch. I think we're moving on to our next statement.
All right, 4th statement. Let's take a listen.
The Maori are the indigenous people of Australia.
All right, true or false? 3 seconds on the clock. Get your answers in now. Ooh.
Yes, all 4 teams think it's false. Now, let's get the answer revealed.
It is false.
Does anyone know which country?
New Zealand.
Very
New Zealand.
good.
Not only did New Zealand lead the way for women's suffrage, but the Maori are from New Zealand as well.
That's
All right.
right.
Great job, guys. Let's jump into our final and last statement.
There are pyramids in Mexico.
Pyramids in Mexico. Is that true or false?
All right, 3 seconds. Let's get your answers in.
Smarties unable to get their answers in on time.
We had the rest of the team, though, all going with true on this one. Let's see what the answer is.
It is true. So Warriors, Double G, Beam, all adding 20 more points on the board. So, wow, it's actually a rather close battle right now.
Let's get a score wrap-up.
Now, first off, we have Beam in first place right now with 200 points. Now the Warriors with 180 points. Double G tied with the Warriors with 180 points. Smarties, 80 points, but it's not over.
That's right. The first 2 rounds, each question is only worth 20 points. That's like baby points, right?
That's right. We're going to get grown-up points coming up next. Speaking of which, let's jump right into round 3. This is
Word Up.
Now it's time to jump into round 3 of Whiz Junior. This is Word Up, where all of our contestants will try to unscramble the words we're going to see. There's going to be a total of 15 words, but not a lot of time.
That's right. So 15 words under one given category. So remember, all 15 have to fit that category. Our 4 teams look really ready with their pens and boards in front of them. Let's get our scrambled words.
Lunch is the category.
One of my favorite times of the day, tied with breakfast and dinner.
All of our contestants discussing different answers, jotting the answers down, getting all busy.
Some of these look pretty hard, actually. I'm kind of stumped on a few.
Now you have 20 seconds on the clock. Let's get those answers in there, guys.
A lot of fast writing, some fast erasing as well.
Less than 10 seconds.
We have some intense teams.
Man.
I hear them writing.
All right, time's up. Markers down. Boards up.
So we have tallied up the scores and all the words that all 4 teams were able to get. Before we get to that, though, let's see what some of those scrambled words actually were.
Oh.
It's all so clear now, right?
That's right. Now, all of our contestants were able to get many of these words. So we're going to find out which teams got how many words here. Now, first up, the Warriors. They were able to get 10 words.
Wow, good job.
That's right. Now, Double G, they were able to get 12 words. Smarties with 11. And Beam with 13. They were able to get the most.
All right, so with those points for their words tallied up, let's get a score recap. We have Beam in first place, still leading the way with 460 points. Double G with 420 points. And then Warriors in third place with 380 points. And Smarties, they caught up significantly. 300 points.
That's right. It's not over just yet. We still have one more game to go through to figure out who's going to be going to the finals in the second half of Whiz Junior. So speaking of which, let's quickly jump into round 4. This is What Am I?
And continuing on with this great momentum, we're here at our final round for the first half of Whiz Junior. This is What Am I? And this is probably the best chance anyone can get to catch up in the number of points because we have them ranging from 10 to 50.
That's right. Now, depending on how you're able to get the riddle right, you're going to get 50 points if you're able to answer it after the first hint. If you can't, there's the 40, 30, and so on. But here's the thing, though. Each team only has one chance to answer. If you're wrong, you're going to lose that chance.
All right, so 5 chances in total. That's 5 riddles. If you're ready, here comes the first one.
Back in the days in Europe, I was used to determine one's social status.
The letter T. Usually trying to get it after the first hint is difficult, but it's worth 50 points. Any takers? 3 seconds on the clock.
No takers. Let's get the next hint. This is bringing us down to 40 points.
I switch sides depending on your gender.
T and an N worth 40 points.
There's some discussion there, but not too much time. We're giving you guys 3 seconds.
All right, after 2 hints, no answers just yet, but don't worry, we have our 30-point hint coming up.
I am flat and round.
Now we had 2 letters revealed. Oh,
Double G.
Button.
Button. All right. That was worth 30 points, double G. Button.
yes. Buttons for men. I do believe it's on your left.
That's right.
Yes, for women clothing, we have the buttons on our right side.
That is correct. Now, we still have more riddles coming up. Here's our second riddle. Let's take a listen.
After a while, people turn their back on me.
Letter E. It's pretty tough.
50 points, though.
It's going to make a huge difference, but 3 seconds on the clock for all 4 teams.
Playing it a little bit safe for this one. Let's get the 40-pointer hint.
My insides are soft to the touch.
R-E. Still very tricky. I think a lot of our team members are discussing this, but no buzzers yet. But instead, we'll give them 3 seconds. Beam.
Bread.
Bread. Oh!
Yes! Good job to Beam. You guys were able to get, was it 40 points? That was a good amount of points. Okay, next riddle, please.
I must not stop.
Letter A. Double G.
Heart.
Heart. Wow!
Yes, that was 50 points for double G. It's true, a heart is pretty essential for us living, right?
That's right. Double G getting the first 50-pointer there. They are doing pretty well right now, along with Beam, but still we have 2 more riddles coming up. Let's take a listen to our 4th riddle.
There are more than 20,000 species of me around the world.
Whatever the answer is, I think this is going to be quite an interesting one,
It's a slightly longer word.
right? There's a lot of discussing going on. Will there be another 50-pointer? We have 3 seconds on the clock. Beam.
Butterfly.
Butterfly.
Wow! Butterfly was absolutely correct. And, you know, Beam, they were like, I don't want to share first place with double G. We're moving on up. They're at 550 points. Don't worry, though. We still have 1 more riddle.
That's right. Let's take a listen to our last riddle.
I can be found in every country.
Letter A. Beam.
Capital.
Capital.
Wow. You know what? Even our staff couldn't hide their excitement or actually shock. I heard a lot of, what?
Well, you heard one from me. Capital, a 50-pointer there. Surprise, surprise, but for them, it wasn't a surprise. They were able to get yet another 50-pointer there, and that is going to conclude the first half of Whiz Junior. What? Already? But not before we check the scores.
All right, so Beam making sure that they have their spot in the lead. They have 600 points coming to the end of the first half. And in second place, Double G with 500 points. Warriors, they put up a good fight with 380 points. And Smarties were able to bring in 300 points.
That's right. We're going to have 2 finalists. But also, although you weren't able to move on, you guys did an absolutely great job. Starting off with the Warriors, you guys had one of the loudest cheers and the loudest chant. Do you have anything to say to all your classmates, your teachers, or your family or friends?
We feel thankful for all the teachers and friends, and we, even if we didn't won, we are satisfied.
All right.
Very good, very good.
You're very, very optimistic. Kudos to you guys. Also, Smarties, you guys gave it a pretty good ride towards the end there. Any last words?
I think I'm really thanks for my teachers for giving a chance to come to here Whiz Junior, and I'm very satisfied with this
All
game.
right.
That's right, teachers. You guys doing a great job. Well, we have two finalists going into the second half of Whiz Junior, so we'll be seeing Beam and Double G in the second half.
오늘 여기 나오게 돼서 되게 재밌었고 참 좋은 경험이었던 것 같아요. 근데 꼭 이기진 못했지만 이렇게 즐겁게 친구들이랑 와서 하고 돌아갈 수 있어서 좋은 것 같아요.
스피드 퀴즈가 재밌었어요. 애들끼리 단합을 해서 같이 맞추는 그런 과정이 재미있었어요.
스크램블 할 때 재밌었어요. 우리가 제일 많이 맞췄어. 이기지는 못했지만 되게 뿌듯하고 이제 반 친구들이랑 쌤이랑 엄마랑 고맙다고 말하고 싶어요.
무대 공포증이 있어가지고 되게 못할 줄 알았는데 생각보다 되게 공포증도 좀 이겨낸 것 같고 같이 나오니까 좋았어요.
And we are making way into the second half of Whiz Junior for today, and we have round one of the second half. And of course, this is Team Showdown, where eliminations are what's going to determine the winner.
That's right, and it's going to get quite competitive. And as we start off the first round, we have a Team Beam who finished first in the first half of Whiz Junior. And I believe, Jaehyun, you're going to be choosing your first opponent. Who's going to be?
Hansong.
Hansong, I hope you're ready because the first two contestants here is going to be Jaehyun and Hansong. Let's get you guys up there. All right, I think our first two contestants are ready, Jaehyun and Hansong. Now, before we do begin, I know things are a little bit stiff right now. Before we do start things off, I know you guys are competing with each other, but first off, Jaehyun, if you could say one good thing about your opponent, what would it be?
He has a handsome face.
Oh, that's the best thing you could hear for a guy. Now, what do you have to say for Jaehyun? Something nice.
You look very smart.
You know, when I was young and they said I look very smart, I don't know if that was a very good compliment, but that's still good because here on Whiz Junior,
That's what's important.
Exactly. So I hope you guys are ready. Remember, listen to the questions very carefully. Here's our first question.
Pick all the electrical conductors from the list below. Human body, crayon, coin, glass.
Yes, Hansong.
Human body, coin.
Yes.
All right, great job there. Now you were able to eliminate Jaehyun. Unfortunately, Jaehyun, that's all we have for you. But now, who are you going to choose, Hansong?
I will choose Hanho.
Hanho, come down and switch places with Jaehyun, please. So Hanho is ready to defend the team Beam. Let's listen to our question.
What animal do the following have in common? World Health Organization, Flag of Mexico, Medusa.
Hansong.
Snake.
Snake is the correct answer.
That's right. Actually, the World Health Organization, or WHO, the flag features the rod of, we have a serpent entwined staff actually on the flag.
That's right. Now, of course, Hansong was able to eliminate another member of Beam. Hanho, unfortunately for you, this is all the time we have for you. But before you go, let's find out who Hansong's next opponent is going to be.
I will choose Juyeon.
Juong is going to be our next contestant. So Hanil and Juong, let's switch places.
So we have Hansong. He is totally on fire. Just eliminated 2 members of Team Beam. Will Juong take away the power from Hansong? Let's find out.
What is the common color in the statements below? A list of persons under suspicion, disfavor, censure, and etc. A comedy that employs morbid, gloomy, grotesque, taboo, or calamitous situations in its plot. A device installed in aircraft, trains, or automobiles to record data related to crashes.
We're looking for a color here. Any takers? Hansong.
Black.
Black. Wow, 3 in a row.
Very good. We were looking at Black List, Black Comedy, and Black Box, right?
That's right. Oh man, Double G on a roll here thanks to Hansong, but it's not over till it's over, and we've seen some pretty amazing comebacks here. So Juong, it's time's up for you. But we have one more member of Beam. It's gonna be Taesor. It's all up to Taesor for Team Beam. It's not over till it's over. Now, for Beam, I know you guys have your mask on over your mouth and everything like that, but come on, let's cheer on Taesor. He's still in here.
He can potentially save Beam, or Double G can have a one-man all-kill.
That's right. We'll find out what happens next by taking a listen to our next question.
What is the common word described in the statements below? Last runner in a relay race. Device dropped into water to keep a vessel in place. The main broadcaster on a news program.
One word that we're looking for that all 3 have in common.
3 seconds. Taesor.
Anchor.
Anchor.
Yes.
Is the answer.
And just like that, Taesor has eliminated this difficult contestant.
That's right.
Hansong.
Oh, this was quite an interesting one, which means, Beam, you guys are still alive. Taesor, you're going to have to choose our next opponent.
Wonjun.
Wonjun is our next competitor. Let's switch places. Let's have you guys up here.
So now we have Taesor being the single man left defending Beam, and Wonjun is up at the mic. Let's get our next question.
The following are dynamics or musical notations. Fill in the blanks. Pianissimo, piano.
Mezzo piano forte.
Wow!
That was very powerful and very correct.
Wait, Wonjun, do you play the piano?
I don't. I play the trumpet.
Ah, so he definitely is familiar with musical, I guess, terminology or symbols.
That's right, it did indeed help them, which means now with Taesor being eliminated, it seems like Double G is going to win this round.
All right, so finishing up our round there, we have a significant gap in points, at least on the surface. But again, we want to mention, plenty of time to catch up, but a score recap.
That's right. Now, Double G, they are on top right now with 400 points. Beam with 100 points. But just like Angela said, hey, don't worry because there's so many points to win the rest of the rounds to go.
All right, so let's jump into round 2 of the second half. This is
Brain Flash. Now this is round 2 with Brain Flash, and you really have to dig into the memorizing part of your brain in order to get all the points you want. Now, of course, you're going to have 15 seconds for 12 different words that our memorizers are going to try to memorize, and then our guesser will try to figure out what that one word in common is.
That's right. So we have Double G, and I see that Hansong is covered up, and he's going to be the guesser. Who is the memorizer?
For Beam, it's going to be Jung who's going to be memorizing, whereas Hanho will try to guess what that one word is. So if you guys are ready, here are the 12 words. You have 15 seconds. All right, time is up.
15 seconds just flies by.
That's right. Hopefully our memorizers were able to memorize as many words as possible. Now, Double G, you guys are in the lead right now with 400 points, which means Seungjun, you are going to go first with the first word.
Honey.
Honey. Jung.
Garlic.
North Pole.
Baron.
Zoo.
Cave.
So far, so good.
Installation.
Sorry, that was not one of the words, and that is giving Jung opportunities for him to list his remaining.
Salmon and constellation. Constellation.
Any other words?
No.
All right. So Beam has 2 words.
That's right.
More than Double G. Now, continuing on with the team that has more points, Double G goes first. Let's welcome back Hansong. Let's get off the earphones or the headphones and the mask.
All right, welcome back. Now, your teammate, Hansong, Seungjun was able to get a few words here. Hopefully, it's enough for you to get the one word in common. Let's take a look at those hints.
All right, Hansong, you have to figure out what the commonality is.
Here's 3 seconds on the clock.
Anything?
Food.
One more time.
Food.
Food. All right, we'll find out whether or not that is the answer. Now it's time for Beam and Hanho. Let's get him back in this world. Wake him up.
Hanho. Now we had Jung, who was able to memorize quite a bit of words for you to work with. Let's take a look.
5 different hints. Hopefully this is enough for you. Not a lot of time though. 3 seconds.
Anything?
So Beam wasn't able to answer here, but before we do reveal the answer here, let's find out which other words were part of this list. Hibernation, Berlin International Film Festival, and whatnot. What is the answer?
It was bear. Unfortunately, Beam did not come up with an answer. As for Double G, they guessed food, which was incorrect.
That's right, but even though you weren't able to get that one word right, you still get some points for being able to memorize some of those clue words, right? So now, we're going to start switching places now.
Yep, we have another round of Brain Flash with our 2 remaining members. Let's switch gears.
Double G, it's going to be Jihyung who's going to be guessing, where Wonjun will be memorizing the 15 cards. Now, as for Beam, we have Jaehyun as the guesser with Taesor memorizing the cards. So, without further ado, 15 seconds on the clock.
10 seconds left. Engrave them into your brains. 3 and 1.
All right, time is up. Wonjun still going at it. It's like hip-hop time. He's rapping right now.
Whatever
Hopefully,
helps.
That's right. Hopefully, it helps him get all those words. Now, Double G in the lead right now. Wonjun, we're going to take it away with your first word.
Navigation.
Navigation. Tesor.
Road.
That is also up there.
Compass. Treasure Island. Kim Jong Ho. Drive. Travel. Symbol.
This is where it always gets tricky.
That's right.
The last 4.
3 seconds.
Time
Beam
is up.
and Tesor, it's up to you. If you have any other words.
3 seconds.
All right, it seems like always with 4 more words left on the board, it's always a tough one.
Okay, but still, each respective team with 4 clues that they memorized. Once again, we're going with Double G. Let's uncover Jihyung, please. All right. Jihyung, I know it's a little bit kind of shocking to get back here with us, but we're going to show you the words that Wonjun was able to memorize for you.
Let's find that one word in common.
Map.
Map. All right. We'll find out whether or not map is the answer. But before that, let's get back to Jaehyun. Let's get off his headphones and his mask and his earplugs.
All right, Jaehyun, take a look at the words that Tesor memorized for you. Anything coming to mind?
Trip.
Trip. All right. Now we have 2 different answers here. Trip from Beam and Map from Double G. Now before we do reveal the answer, let's take a look at the 4 other words that they weren't able to memorize.
Here's the answer reveal.
Map is the answer.
That means Double G not only gets the points for memorizing, but they get points for the correct guess. As for Beam, you still get points for the words Tesor was able to memorize.
That's right. Now, of course, at the end of the second round, it's still a very close game considering that there's so many points still to be won. Now, taking a look at these scores here, Double G with 640 points, Beam with 280 points. Now, a difference of 360, but that's not a huge difference.
Yes, we have questions ranging from 100 to 300 points in the last and final round. This is
Final Battle.
This is Final Battle, and we are going to need final attempts from both teams to try to clinch the win for this edition of Whiz Junior. Basically, we have different categories and different questions ranging from, like I said, 100 to 300 points.
That's right, different categories. Obviously, the harder the questions, the more points you are going to get. And of course, for Beam, once again, it's not over, so you guys can really catch up here. Now, let's first start off here by taking a look at the categories. Ooh, mathematics, cinema, health, food, the sciences and the whys, and the historical figures. A lot of interesting categories here.
Now, in the name of fairness, we are going to start things off with the first category.
That's right. And you know what? I think we always go with this one every time we see the 100-pointer.
Food?
Food for 100.
With extended exposure to sunlight, this can grow in toxicity. Back in the days in Europe, people got sick eating this, calling it the food of the devil. Popular around the world today, this is a highly starchy tuberous plant. What is this?
Double G.
Tomato.
Tomato.
Not the answer, I'm sorry.
Beam.
Potato.
Potato.
Potato was indeed the answer. Sounds similar to tomato, but unfortunately, potato was the correct one.
That's right. There were even cases where people died because they left the potatoes for such a long time and it did release toxic gases. Hopefully that never happens to any of us here. Beam on board adding 100 points, and you guys get to choose the next category.
Why science 300?
Oh, they're going for the big one. Why sciences for 300?
For the first time in 15 years, there has been an outbreak of this in South Korea. Caution has thus been advised. Eating properly cooked food and meticulously washing one's
Beam.
Cholera.
Cholera.
Absolutely correct. And look at that. That brings them up 300 points.
For a total of 680. I told you.
Wow. 2 questions, and we have a shift in the lineup here.
That's
it's okay.
right.
Double G, we're telling you the exact same thing. It ain't over till it's over, okay?
That's right. For now, Beam, you guys get to choose the next category. So what would it be?
Historical figures 300.
Another big one.
Old soldiers never die, they just fade away. This is a line from a speech by this person.
Beam.
General MacArthur.
General MacArthur. Wow.
Absolutely correct. Douglas MacArthur is indeed the correct answer. That's another 300 points for Beam.
That's right. They're taking the risks and they're getting the points. So, but here's the thing though. There's still a lot of categories left and a lot of points to be won. Beam, you guys get to choose the next category again.
Why science 200?
Oh, they're going sciencely. Let's take a listen.
A couple of months ago, scientists have found a buildup of this underground near Matata, a small coastal town in New Zealand. Once reaching the surface, this forms volcanoes. Stored underground, this is composed of molten rock and can be found in abundance.
Beam.
Magma.
Is that the answer? Magma is indeed. Magma is composed of molten rock. Volcano's another key word there. Are you guys science buffs? You like science?
Yes.
Very clearly, right?
That's right. It's worked out for them. Well, Beam, you guys get to choose once again.
Mathematics 200.
Mathematics for 200.
Every year on March 14th at 1:59 p.m., the San Francisco Exploratorium holds a procession in honor of this.
Double G.
Pi.
Pi.
Yes.
Pi.
No, not that pi, SJ.
Oh, it's not?
The mathematical pi.
Oh, Wonjun, do you know what pi is?
It's relation of the diameter to the circumference of the circle.
Do you know the number?
3.14 and
3.14159.
What?
All right, to be honest with you, I
Hey,
don't
I
even
wouldn't
know
know.
if he's right or wrong, but okay, good stuff. I was just checking. But
Sure.
Double G adding 200 more points on the board. Now it's your turn now to choose the next category.
Cinema for 200.
Let's take a listen.
Listen carefully to the following dialogue.
How was the movie you saw last night?
Oh my gosh. It was so just a love story. It was so sad too at the end.
Romantic flick. That's really not my kind of movie.
Okay, well, what kind of movies do you like then?
Well, I like more of the large-scale movies, you know, with action and thrills and things like that.
All right. Well,
Blockbuster.
is it Blockbuster?
Are you kidding me?
That was a big risk.
Hey, guys, I memorized the lines. Can you let me
Can you let
say
me
my
act?
lines?
I had my tears ready and everything.
It took me so long to memorize the lines, but kudos to you guys. 200 points for Cinema Blockbuster certainly was the answer. Now, there's been a gap in the score, but let's see whether or not how close they can finish this.
Yeah, let's try to finish strong. We have a remaining category, health for 100.
Starting this November in South Korea, along with certain dairy products such as chocolate or milk, TV commercials of this will no longer be allowed to air in the evening. That is because excessive consumption of this can result in sleeping disorders or vomiting, thus being potentially harmful to children. This is a type of alkaloid and can be commonly found.
Double G.
Caffeine. Caffeine.
Caffeine. Is that the answer?
Yes, that is right.
That's right. That was worth 100 points. Now, even though it didn't make a huge difference in the final result, you guys still made this as close as possible. Speaking of which, it's now time to finish up Quiz Whiz Junior and announce the winner.
All right, we have our final last score tally, and Beam finishing very, very strong with 1,380 points. Double G, they had 940 points.
That's right. Certainly shows in the second half. You never know what's going to happen because there's a lot of points to be won, and luckily for Beam, they came back and won this. Now, Double G, you guys don't have to be too sad. It's, you guys finished second. You guys have any last comments?
Very disappointing.
Aww. You guys, but still, like you said, Double G, it's a good game. It was a good game for you guys.
That's right. Now, Beam, for you guys, it was definitely a very good game. You guys were on top as the winners here. Any last comments?
We think we are very privileged to stand here today. We thank all the teachers and other staff that made us come here and on Ariang TV. So thank you to all.
Oh, we are very privileged to have such smart, intelligent youngsters like you guys.
That's right. Congratulations to Beam. They are this week's Quiz Whiz champions.
Let's give them a round of applause.
Well, there's not a lot.
Very nice.
Yes, barbecue.
Another edition of Quiz Whiz Junior in the books, and like always, we had such a blast with all our students.
That's right. We are looking forward to more participants joining us here on Quiz Whiz Junior. And if you're interested, please log on to www.arirang.com and sign up.
We look forward to hearing from any future students to join us. But in the meantime, we have to say goodbye now.
That's right. But, of course, as usual, we'll see you guys again same time next week here on Quiz Whiz Junior.
This Arirang TV program is brought to you by Hwangwoo Books and Yerimdang Publishing Company Limited.